this video, a piano score is going to be created from scratch in MuseScore 3. I just double-clicked the app and this came up along with the rest of it. I'm going to go ahead and close this. This has some older documents. I'm going to go over to File, click on New, enter the title. I'm going to start Alpine Melody. And in the subtitle, I'm going to put moderately fast, which is the performance indication. I'm going to click on Next, then click on Grand Staff, then click on Next, then keep going, click on Next. The time signature is 3/4, and the total number of measures 16. And then click Finish. Okay, so you can see here that I might want to change this to all caps. All right, and then might want to move moderately fast over here in this area, and then Alpine Melody over here in this area just for the moment. The next thing I'm going to want to do is make sure there are 4 measures per line, just like in the music. So I'm going to go over to breaks and spaces. This palettes area is very important. You can click on a measure or several measures. Just click on a measure like that. Close it by left-clicking again outside of the music. Or you can click there, push Shift down, and then click over 4 measures. So anyway, I'm going to go here to breaks and spaces. I'm going to click on the 4th measure, just on the rest. Click on System Break, and now I have 4 measures on that line. I'm going to click here, and then System Break. So that's how you'll want to format your score. I'm going to add some notes, starting with the half note here, and then quarter note, and half note, and quarter note, then half note, then quarter note, a different quarter note, that's a C there, and then a dotted half note there, F, and then I just push the up arrow to make it an F sharp. I'm going to click out of this now for the moment. So that's what has been done so far. Okay, so let's say I want to add, so I've clicked out of this, click on this note, make it blue, and then I look for dynamics here, and the dynamic marking is piano. Click on the P. Now it's up here. I'm just going to click on it and drag it, left click, drag, and put it there. Okay, there's also the slur that's going over the first 4 measures in the melody. Click on that measure, left click, shift click again. Go to lines here and click on slur. And now there's a slur over those first 4 measures. Now I would like to go back into here again and click on rest. Okay, and then quarter notes, and then rest. Okay, and then I can simply, and then in order to copy this, I have to again exit there, click on this measure, left click, right click, copy, click in this measure, paste, and then the next measure, again, enter notes, rest, quarter rest, click out of that, and then push the up arrow to make that an F sharp, and then rest again here, quarter rest, and then click out of that, click out of here, and then if you want to copy, paste, there you can do that. Okay, And then I can go back into enter notes and add notes here. And then F sharp. Oops. F right there. Well, it still wants to go away. Okay, there it is. All right. So far so good. Now I would like to add chord symbols. I'll click on this, get out of this again. Click on the blue, click on the rest and make it blue. And then push Control down and hold it, and then K. Then I'll type in G. Okay. And then the next chord here, click on that rest, Control, K. Type in D7. For finger numbers, I'll push Control, T, and type in a 1, and then use the space bar and go across. It might be better actually if I do this first. Take this and drag it down to here. Then that'll go back up. Double click here again, and then go across here and type a 3, and then here to a 5, and then here to a 1, and then here to a 2, and then here to a 5. All right. For the chords, notice the first G major chord has numbers beside it. So I'll click on this, Control T, text. Then I'll type in 5, enter 3, enter 1, so they're stacked one on top of another. And then simply drag those down here. Now you can make those smaller if you want. You have to go over to the right, it's not on the screen, and you'll see under text there's a font size. This is a size 10 right now. So technically you would want this to be around an 8. So all you would have to do is go over to the right and click on the down arrow to make this an 8-point font, and then just left click out of it and it'll stay. Okay, so here's another place where you'll need finger numbers. So Control T, 5, 4, 1, and then click and drag there. And again, you'll want that font to be a little smaller. Notice I moved this. The M looks like it's over the time signature, and that's about right there. Lastly, I want to put in a pedal marking. So I'll close that. Click in this, I'm just left clicking this measure here with the enter notes closed. And then I simply go down to pedal marking here under the lines category in the palettes in MuseScore 3, and all you have to do is click, and notice now the pedal marking is in the measure.